And here I am.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. Got my coffee.
So I just realized we're not really close to a, what do you call it? To a swamp or anything.
I forgot where we're at. We left the planet, didn't we?
No, we're back on the planet.
We've been to the moon, but we haven't left the system yet, or this place.
Right. We haven't left our system yet.
But we've warped, right? Because we got the SV. We warped and came back, I guess.
We've got the SV. We don't have a warp drive for it yet.
Oh, well, I know where one is. It's out north.
Yeah, but is that a capital vessel warp drive or a small vessel warp drive?
It's both, actually, but it's a small vessel. Is my small vessel here, or we just have that one?
Your small vessel, I think did we take the small vessel apart? I think we took the small vessel apart.
I'm thinking we did.
To make the thing. So what we did last time is we spawned in, or the last thing we did was spawn in this landing pad back here. And that'll be fine for now. So that at least guides us to where the stairs are while we're up here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me real quick, there we go.
Yeah, that's done. Okay. I shouldn't be lagging anymore.
Yeah, I realized, so it said 2 minutes, that one got finished, and then it said 17 minutes for the second one that I was uploading. So, but I'm going to go ahead and start, recording and everything. It should be fine.
I'm already recording, but we can do the intro.
I mean, I was recording before you got in, so.
Yeah, I started recording just as I was landing.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great hanging out with FragALot on our multiplayer Alpha 12 experimental. How you doing, Frag?
I'm doing good.
So I've been thinking, we probably won't even have to restart our multiplayer even when the Alpha 12 goes full, because most of what you would have to restart for is PDA stuff, which isn't in the multiplayer anyway. And so I figure we might just continue our exploration and doing things with this, just delete the templates folders so that the new stuff will appear on other planets as we go.
I forget single player and co-op is totally different.
Right, because we started on the default multiplayer scenario as opposed to the survival scenario. So there's no PDA stuff in here, which makes it...
Did you set the faction yet?
Nope. No. Now it is.
Yay, the door works.
So you could turn this into a full base, putting, constructors and whatever you wanted in here if you wanted. But right now it's just basically what you see here. There's no real functionality to the interior apart from this.
Okay.
So I turned the lights on the landing pad on and off. But other than that, it's just an interior. Now, once we get the repair bay out there, the repair thing will be in here as well. But that's it.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know. Well, at least if we really needed to, we could tear down one of maybe the first thing we dropped, the first base, if we needed the materials from it, but probably... Because it's concrete anyway, right?
Right. Yeah. So, the whole thing is, this whole base is basically a concrete base.
What level is this base we're on?
10, I think.
A 10? Okay. That's not very high at all.
No, it's got to be less. It's got, because I'm level 8, so I think it's 7
Okay. What am I now? Whoa. I am 10.
Let's see. The
I'm
tier 1 foundry is 5. So that's because there's really nothing in it. It's literally meant to just be a large platform to spawn things in on, you know? And if you're not using the you must spawn vessels on bases things, you don't even need this structure. So,
right.
I mean, I guess you could use it as a landing pad for your capital vessels that you spawn in, like the smaller ones and all, but like that's probably what all we'll end up doing.
This is fairly big.
Yeah, this is just barely big enough to spawn in the command base. The command base is the largest structure vessel that you can spawn in on this thing.
But the Leviathan won't fit here, huh?
Oh no, not at all. The Leviathan will definitely not fit on this platform. The Leviathan is about as long as this entire structure is from side to front. So
my gunship might fit in here. I'm not sure.
Your gunship might. But like this is meant for smaller capital vessels. You know, all of the tier 2 base structures that are capital vessels can spawn in on this, and that's literally what it is meant for, is to spawn in the base structure capital vessels.
So we just came back from some other planet. Wow, the music is really loud.
We came back from the moon. That's what it was.
We came back from, but didn't we get gold or something like that?
I don't think so. I think we were trying to find it on this planet and then just decided to not do that. But
so I can't remember what we did last because it's been slightly over a week. So
literally, the last thing we did was spawn in the foundry.
Right, that I do remember, but I also remember we were using the Eagle, or
yeah, we went to the moon. We went to the moon to get titanium, I believe.
That's it.
No, we searched for titanium. We didn't get it because it was too close to a thing.
Oh, to enemy POI in the Zirac.
Right, we were gonna have to take it out of enemy POI.
Okay, so what we could do next is, I know there is a Pentaxa tank and a warp tank out in orbit. So what we need is a...
Well, and here's the thing. In order to add the warp drive to the small vessel we have, we need to upgrade its CPU. So I'm thinking what we're going to really want to do...
We don't necessarily need to, unless it really goes so far that it won't run. Because if it goes down like 60%, then you can still at least warp and get to where we need to go.
I think we need to make 2 combat-based small vessels and take out that one small POI near the titanium deposit. I think that's what we need to start working on.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, the only things that I can spawn in is the Falcon. If you're level 10, you could spawn in the Eagle if you have that.
I don't.
It's on the workshop if you want to go and subscribe to it. ARVN Eagle Mark 1.
I really should just there should be subscribe all to KnowItAllDM. You know.
I am planning on throwing them all into a what do you call it? There is a thing that you can group them together when you
really
create them. It's a like the creator can group things together, and then you can just click one subscribe button to subscribe to everything in that collection. That's what it's called. It's called a collection.
That's new.
No,
that's a Steam thing, right?
Yeah, they've had that since Alpha 2, 3, since I started building things for the workshop.
Huh.
It's just not a lot of people know about it. But
yeah, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, if you go to KnowItAllDM's workshop, there's a thing that says collections, and you can click that. And I do have a collection on there of some of my older ARV things from my original ARV line.
Let's see if I can get to the workshop.
But I was waiting until I finished all the ARV things with this before putting them on the workshop. So I'm gonna have to put the Titan on there which I'm still working on.
Which one do you want? Which one do you want me to grab? Let me see.
It's ARVN Eagle Mark 1.
Mark 2, Mark 1.
Mark 1, because the Mark 2 is a level 12 vessel, so is the Falcon Mark 2. But the Eagle Mark 1 is a level 10. I would only be able to spawn in a Mark 1 Falcon. The difference, I believe, is that the Eagle may already have a warp drive in it. I don't know.
But it needs 107 titanium rods.
Yes, but you can use for the workshop. You can use the titanium plates that we gather off of off of things,
which is actually better because that will actually help the build time. Because titanium rods are really just ingot.
So what we can do is what we did the other day and fly over to or take the hover vessel, the hover miner thing, over to the capital vessel that's in the ground and just start grabbing pieces off of it. We won't even need to get out because we just have to replace this, pick up and replace the turret here.
This doesn't have a booster on the bottom, does it? No, I don't see one.
No.
We should make one. Probably, it's kind of big, might need 2 of them.
We need to rename this.
So I've already told you this, but I'm going to mention this into the video we're doing here, is that it's rumored that Epic Games will be releasing Ark Survival for free, like they're doing GTA right now.
Yeah, that would be awesome if they did. Then you could get it and we could play together.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I definitely would love to do a multiplayer series of Ark. The problem is setting up a server to do it on, because it doesn't have the same capability that Empyrion does of
making your own dedicated server.
Right.
So it doesn't have it's not good at making.
It does. You can do it. It's under the single player / local co-op whatever. I've never tried it, but from what I hear, it's really buggy.
Craptastic, worse than Empyrion, I suppose.
Well, and because the thing is, the single player things have a problem where, well, first of all, you need a really good computer. Now, with my computer, we might be able to do it. I don't know. But you need a really good computer to run an Ark server, because Ark itself is like extremely resource intensive. It's like 400 gigabytes. I mean, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, 400 gigabytes is about the size of my SSD.
Yeah.
Which is 500.
Yeah. All right.
So I have to put it on my hard drive.
All right.
But my new computer has 16 cores, and I got 32 gigs of RAM. It can probably run it. Or
no,
I still have my.
You can definitely run it.
Computer, but I still have my old computer that I upgraded from. So maybe it can run the server while I play it on my main computer.
That would work.
Yeah.
You would have to install Ark on both of them, but that would definitely work. Now, keep in mind, we have a core in here, so just stay in the ship.
Right.
Stay in the ship.
All right. Oh, it's radiated here.
Yeah, I know. The radiated fog is going on.
safer than shit.
And as I pull up pieces, put them in the workshop.
Oh, I need my drone out, though.
Well, no, don't worry about the stuff that's collapsing. Don't worry about the stuff that's collapsing. Just grab the stuff out of the box that this is putting them in and throw it in your workshop until you have the amount of... We might already be there. I mean, just let me know how much more you need.
I don't have a stupid thing. Problem is, every time I get out of the seat, I get out of the ship.
Well, just stand next to the...
I'm trying to stay inside, but it keeps kicking me out, though.
Oh. Yeah, just sit in the seat. Don't get out of the seat. Just stay in the seat. Don't worry about it.
No, I can't stay in the seat because I don't get my toolbar, and I can't bring stuff.
That's true. That's true. So just stand out next to it and use the control panel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you have the box emptied.
It's empty. Okay, we're done on titanium.
All right, cool. Let's head back.
Yeah, we're over by about 5.
Which is fine. I mean, we just need... That's why we have this ship here, is for titanium for blueprints.
Literally salvage.
Yeah, that's basically... You see, and here's the thing. This game is basically turning into Star Salvage, like, more and more.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's got more resources than Star Salvage, but...
Right, but Star Salvage mainly is based on finding actual vessels that you can use.
Right. Finding actual vessels and repairing them and everything, yes.
And with Alpha 12, it does have that, but it's like one hover vessel and one small vessel, and that's it so far.
And it's got capital vessels in orbit.
Really?
Alpha 11 had capital vessels in orbit.
That didn't work, but you could salvage and pilot it?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you took out, like, a patrol vessel, it won't let... And you caught it wouldn't let you use it.
But you know the minefield?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got... It has a couple of capital vessels around it.
Do you want me to... Ooh, there's a drone to the left. Do you want me to spawn 2 of these?
Hold on, where am I going? I'm heading to the other crashed capital vessel. That's not where I want to go.
Do you want me to spawn 2 of these Eagles?
I'm thinking I want to spawn a Falcon for myself.
Okay. Can you do a Falcon, or should I do that?
I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, because I can do rocket launchers. I've unlocked those. Before we left, I unlocked it. Why can't I? Oh, it's already unlocked.
There we go. I don't know why, but my waypoint for the command center wasn't showing up. I had to reset it.
The other day when I was recording for my single player, I went through again. I'm level 25. I unlocked everything, and I had 5 points remaining.
That'll happen
to unlock stuff. Yeah, but then after I stopped playing and I came back, I had an extra 70 points available.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
Things like that are weird and happen at once you're max level.
I think they just should get rid of it completely, because there's already things in the game. There's already mechanics in the game that pace things out.
Well,
limiting you what you can build, from materials to the constructors you can have.
Here's the thing: they're going to be revamping that in like Alpha 15 or something. They're going to be completely revamping the character progression thing, and I don't know how they're going to do it. But what I would love for them to do is set it so that like it makes it where what tech tree items
could not hear you.
I'm trying to make it so that what tech tree, or I would like for it to become, what tech tree items you take basically determines your purpose, and have it so that like in single player, the single player missions will give you more points so you can unlock more things, but like in multiplayer, you'll be very limited on points. So like if you unlock the weapons, that's your purpose, is to craft weapons and maybe, you know, armor and ammunition and such, or, you know, focus on like small vessel things, or, you know, base / capital vessel things. You know, focus on specific things.
How you have it set up for Star Salvage. Right?
Yeah, something like that, where it's like, or maybe even set it so that when, like, for the first 5 levels, you can take the basic stuff for anything. And then once you're level 6, you have to choose a tree of some sort to go through, whether it's like, you know, the combat line where you would only be able to craft, you know, weapons and such, or the engineering line where you'd only be able to craft like the fuel and maybe even the bases and such. I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking of ways to do that for the longest time. It's just I have no control over what they end up doing.
Okay, I need neodymium and cobalt. I need everything, but neodymium and cobalt are probably the harder things to get, other than the titanium, which you now have.
Yep. I've already got enough titanium to make a Mark I Falcon, so I'm good with that. Titanium, cobalt, and neodymium I'm already good with.
No, I need 30 neodymium.
Neodymium, you said 30? Let's see.
30. I can't build oscillators.
We have flux coils and oscillators already that have neodymium. We've got a few of them. I don't know how many of each you will need. Well, neodymium.
I'm gonna grab them.
Wait.
I'm gonna grab all of them and use one at a time.
Okay. The oscillators are 5 neodymium per and 2 titanium per. So
not enough.
We had 16 oscillators. That's 50 plus neodymium right there.
Okay, so I got the neodymium. I'm actually over, but I still need the cobalt.
So with the cobalt, grab the energy matrices right there. There's 5 of them. That's 10 cobalt right there. I don't know how many you need. It's 2 cobalt per energy matrix.
I need 142.
All right, if you need 142...
I need 112 now.
Okay, if you need... All right. So you need 112 altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So that would be 3, 6, 9. I think that'll do it.
What are you building exactly?
Cobalt alloy. Go to the output, and then once these cobalt alloys are done being made, put them all in there. Are we? No, we're not out of power. It's just, I don't know why it's not.
How many?
For some reason, it's not making the cobalt alloys. Oh, because
it did. I just grabbed it.
Because the container's full. That's what it is. Hold on 1 second.
I got 25 now.
Oh, you're gonna need a lot more than that.
Yep, I need 90 something. 90.
And it's okay if you have a little extra in your workshop afterwards, because you know you might end up
using the next
it.
one. Yeah.
Because you know, if we're both going to be spawning things, then you know.
Carbon substrate. We got any carbon substrate?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of that.
Yeah, make a bunch of blocks.
How much carbon substrate do you need?
I need 311. I have 0 right now in my carbon substrate. So make a whole bunch of blocks. Make the big ones, not the small ones.
Well, I'm making 155 large ones. That'll give you 310. And then one small one that'll give you the extra one.
Well, there's 13 in here. I can just grab a couple of those.
No, don't worry about that because it's going to use that to make all these blocks and it'll, you know, take the time off.
Yeah.
So,
wait, how much time is left? We still have 24 minutes.
Yeah.
So I need 262 iron, 267 silicon. I already have 35 silicon and 63 iron. And then copper is 370. I only have 5 right now.
Well, you're going to be getting some iron from these cobalt alloys that I'm making, so.
Yeah.
All right, grab those cobalt alloys and then tell me how much iron you need left. Actually, start with copper. How much copper do you need?
370 minus 5.
370. So
okay, that wasn't enough cobalt. So I still need another 20.
There's still 10 cobalt alloy in the thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, tell me how much more cobalt you're going to need.
Still not enough cobalt.
How much more cobalt do you need?
I need 5? I have 135 and there's 142 that I need. But I have 135 already, so it's another
7.
7? Which I guess would be a whole stack, right? Or one, like, about a bunch of...
Well, it makes 5 cobalt alloy per 1 click. So 3 cobalt ingots makes 5 cobalt alloy. I'm making...
Yeah, I grabbed the carbon and put it in there.
Yeah, it's still making a whole lot more carbon, so...
Use a small constructor.
How much copper altogether are you going to need?
370. I already have 5.
So you need 365. All right, so 4, 3.
Are you just making straight copper, or are you making cables or something?
I'm making electronics because that'll give you copper and silicon.
Silicon, I need 267. I have 35 already.
302.
Ring, go away. Please rain another day.
20, 40.
It rained in California last
60,
night, or yesterday.
2.
And it's all sunny right now. And it's raining in game. No.
How much silicon did you say?
267 minus 35.
So 232? 232 minus 182. So 232 minus 184. What is that?
My brain doesn't work that fast. I'm grabbing the carbon.
So that's 48. Okay. Once you have everything that I'm making right now, all you ought to need is iron. And then at that point, I'll need you to tell me how much iron you'll need.
All right. It's now down to 20 minutes, 40 seconds for the build time.
Yeah, because a lot of the things in here make iron. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go see if I can find some more copper because we are getting a little bit low. If you just want to stay here, I'll take the shuttle out.
I guess the hover vessel's too far away from me. I can't look at it.
It's probably just docked. Okay, we're friendly with the Talon, so we can mine in their territory.
Mm-hmm. Friendly, neutral with everybody else. Or just unfriendly with the Xerax. They're starting to like us now. Don't you start out hostile with Xerax when you start playing?
No, you start off unfriendly.
Hey,
Say what?
got all my carbon.
Keep an eye on the fuel in the command center. I don't know how full it is right now. I don't know if it's using fuel or solar power right now.
73%.
Say what?
Fuel's at 93%.
What is the solar power at?
Oh yeah, output's 2.7 kPu, and we're only consuming 0.7.
You should be able to see a thing that says solar power percentage over there. It will be underneath the CPU thing, I think, or it'll say like solar charge or something like that.
No. It's 747 PU under power. At 9.
Look down, and there should be something that says something like solar charge or capacitor or something like that.
Not consuming more than we're making, so we're seem to be okay.
That's good, but I'll check. Because there is something in there that'll tell you how full your solar capacitors are, so you know.
They changed it, so the closest thing to it says something. It's under power on the bottom left. Versus your actual tank, which is at the right. It's confusing.
All right, I got this entire.
Oh, battery. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
2%.
All right, so I got this entire copper deposit.
Nice.
Maybe it was a very small one, but it'll help us. Totaled 164 ore, so.
Yeah, no copper except for 2 ingots.
That's why I was coming out to get it. Because we might not have had enough to make everything you needed, so.
It's still cute. Let me pause it really quick. Oh, it's building it from dirt.
I had a feeling it would. Let it keep working, and
yeah, we got 413, but it'll go for that pretty quick. Just
yeah,
copper.
Yeah. Well, like in my single player, I had like 2 full stacks of 4,000 dirt. So, you know, when I run out of the common ores, it just starts making it from dirt, and that's when I go and try to find the ores.
Yeah, because then if I have a buttload of dirt of snow, I'll set up 3 small constructors to start building ores, and I'll just use a furnace to make the ingot.
Yeah, I've got a furnace now in my single player. I just got it this last episode. The one that's actually going up tomorrow, I believe. So
yeah, I got one too. Spoilers, because I don't know how far back people are seeing the other.
Yeah, it's
episode.
I've got a furnace and a deconstructor going. So, of course, they're not active. I have switches to turn them on and off.
I put switches in mine too, so I'll just turn them off. I'm not eating anything.
Our starport is out of solar power. It's blinking. I'm not worried about it because there's nothing in it that needs to really be powered. So,
Does it have solar panels?
yeah, it does. So during the day, it'll be fine. All right, I got the copper in here, so it ought to just start making it from the copper that I just brought.
It's 164. That's like 320. Yeah. 320 ingots.
I'm going to go ahead and start telling these to make the stuff that I need for mine, but I'm not going to turn them on yet.
All right. Make sure it outputs to here, though.
Yeah, I just did. We're actually going to have to go get more copper for the stuff that I need.
Okay. So I'm getting close. Production time is down to 17 minutes. Is this the Eagle with the 2 cockpits?
Yes.
Okay. It looks different in the image. Oh, the image here? This is the image that you made when I think you changed the ship around when we were doing the...
It's possible.
Not Star Salvage. Not the Star Salvage. It was Star Salvage. Our last Star Salvage. Because we're in space and I can see the space station back there.
Yeah.
It's that new from like 2 months ago. So these windows will do the rest of my silicon?
All right, so you didn't need this last carbon composite block?
In fact, I'm over a little bit right now.
Okay, you must have already had some in there.
I'm just by 2.
Yeah, so those windows will do the silicone and and a little bit of the iron.
Okay.
All right, I've got these set up for me for everything but the iron. Actually, hold on. Let me do this.
You can output them somewhere else.
That's what I was about to do. I was going to output it into the fuel storage.
I thought you were worried about fuel consumption.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so while yours is doing all that, let me go out and see if I can find some more copper, because we're going to need more copper. What else are we running low on? Are we running low on silicon and iron, or are those good?
Just copper and cobalt, but I don't think we can get that from here.
Yeah, I don't need any additional cobalt anyway, so...
741 iron, 164 silicon, so maybe silicon, and copper. And we got 582 promethium ores.
All right, I'm going to go grab some from the Talon area.
Talon doesn't sell ores, do they? It's
no,
just plants, right?
Yeah, the Talon just sells the gardening stuff, really, a whole lot.
Plant stuff, and I think maybe some medicinals.
Yeah.
Well, plants probably.
I think the two merchant categories they sell are the medical and the food and gardening. So
47 more copper. And it's down to 15 minutes.
So how much about the Creel do you know?
They are the same alien creatures like the warrior, all the weird alien creepy ones that usually will attack.
Yeah, they're the humanoid insectile ones.
All of them actually, even down to like those bat dog things.
Well, the Talon have those as their guards, so...
I'm friendly with them because it's really easy to do without even trying. Just killing Xerox will do it.
Yeah.
And their POIs are huge. They're really fancy for what these creatures are. I think they're just placeholders for where the Creel are going to be.
Well, no, because the thing is, the Creel are technologically advanced insects. That's what they are. Now, the creature models, I think, are placeholders.
Hey, done with copper. I got one electronics left over. Oh, we're down to 9 copper.
I'm gathering up a whole bunch.
Get silicon too.
Yeah, I was gonna grab some on the way back. I may or may not be able to grab this entire deposit of copper. It's a medium deposit, so...
Yeah, that'd be big, yeah. Should grab another cup of coffee. Okay, while this is crafting, I'm going to grab myself one more cup of coffee.
All right, I got this entire thing of copper.
Okay, just got back, and I heard what you said. So you were able to get all the copper, but you have room for the silicon?
I have a little bit of room. I'm heading over to the silicon deposit now. If I can fly this thing without crashing it.
Yeah, I need one more silicon. Okay, done with the silicon. Now I just need iron. I need 132.
Go ahead and make 66 large steel blocks, and that'll give you what you need. I forgot this thing has multiple large storage things, so I could probably get this entire silicon deposit as well.
Okay. Yeah, we're down to 64 silicon with no copper at all, not even copper ingots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check check the small constructors, and if they're still trying to make the copper things, pause it so that it doesn't clear the queue, but if it's not...
They already cleared, both of them cleared out.
Okay.
The storm's back. What the heck?
Yeah, I know, right? At least it's not a radiated storm.
It says medium rain, but it's thunder and lightning outside.
Yeah, medium rain starts the thunder and lightning. Heavy rain has wind along with it, and then storm is just massive wind, rain, everything.
There's hail, which hurts you.
Yeah.
It's like randomly you're gonna go, ow, ow.
There's also fire rain.
Yeah. Seen that. I think that's on the lava planet. So
Yeah, it is.
None of these ARV bases have windows, huh?
Nope. Because they are meant for, you know, they're not really meant for aesthetics. They're literally meant as a military, you know, sort of what do you call it? Military style thing. You know, that's why it's called a barracks and not a, you know, a living quarters or something. Because the ARV is basically the Advanced Military Vanguard. It's called Advanced Reconnaissance Vanguard. That's what ARV stands for. But it's a specialized military branch of the UCH.
And the UCH, what do you call it?
The United Council of Humanity.
Yeah, but there is a faction out there, but I haven't seen it.
They are the old admin faction, because it's not an actual faction. It's just things that are always friendly to the players, which means you cannot affect their thing. Just like they changed the Alien to Legacy, which are always hostile to the players.
Yeah, but Legacy looked cool.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm done. It's still going to be 10 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, I figured it would. That's going to happen, but...
10 minutes exactly. Right now.
Alright, so I'm going to come and I'm going to put... I'm almost back to the base, so I'm going to... We're almost about to have a base attack.
Telling me less than 5 days.
Yeah. Which, at the end of this thing, it'll probably say less than 3 days at the end of this night.
Okay, since I'm done, you can use the large constructor as well to make your stuff. Oh, the advanced... What is it? Did we upgrade to it?
Yeah,
we did. No,
yeah.
it's large.
Is it just large? Okay.
Add an advanced constructor. Brain fart. Oh, I need to unlock it.
Right, because you would be the only one who could upgrade it. But if
I got this in here I can do it with.
But but if you connect to the input box, if we have the stuff, you can automatically just ping if we have it.
I was going to, but all we have is the 5 steel plates. You need 2 computers, 5 energy matrices, 50 cobalt alloy, and 10 flux coils, which I already used. We'll get to it eventually. Drop something.
Yeah, I see. I'll grab it in a second.
What can we do in the next 8 minutes?
Right.
Have we explored the planet yet? Yes, we have.
Right now, I'm putting my stuff in my thing.
Explored the entire planet, but I haven't uncovered all the ores yet. There's still 2 more Prometheums. There's still 2 more silicon.
I guarantee you they're in Xerax territory.
2 more. Is there something missing? No, I guess not. Iron, silicon, Prometheum, and copper.
Yeah,
okay.
There was that 1 gold, but it's gone now, so...
It went poop on us.
Because we mined it, and I don't know what we did with the gold.
Maybe we used it for this base? No.
No, there was nothing we needed it for. I think you just dropped it. I think what happened is that what you were mining didn't have the storage for it, and it dropped, and you didn't pick it up. but I don't know.
Gas.
That's the only thing I can think of. I'm going to have to go back and check my videos and see, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, we can check up both our videos. Maybe our viewers can do it for us because we're just... Oh, the storm stopped suddenly. In like mid-thunderclap. That was funny. Storm over in the middle of a thunderclap. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. It does that almost every time. It goes and then just stops.
In the Matrix.
All right, so our battery is down to 0% now on the command center. So we're running on fuel right now. It's been night the whole time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it stays night on this planet, on this side of it, more than it does day.
Yeah, because we're on the southern hemisphere, so...
Yeah. Well, it all depends on the planet, because some planets have the northern hemisphere pointing away from the sun more, you know?
Right. And some planets will have like their North Pole pointing right at the sun.
I know, right? And you go up there and it's like day all the time. So solar power, yay.
Yeah, but Neptune's a gas giant, so you don't want to live there. Or it's a gas planet. I don't think it's a giant. It's bigger than Earth.
Neptune is considered a gas giant. Anything that's made completely out of gas is considered a gas giant.
It does have a hard surface under the on the clouds.
Neptune does not.
No.
It's got, well, okay, not just under the clouds, but it's got like layers upon layers of liquid things as well. But it's got a solid core, but so does Jupiter.
Mm-hmm. There's a term for gas giants that for some reason end up being really close to the sun, like Venus proximity to the sun, and then their entire gas surface gets stripped away from the sun.
Yeah,
and these hulking rocks. I think they're called wayward gas giants or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Or rogue ones, and they will destroy all the inner planets as they're doing that. So Jupiter could do that anytime.
If it somehow got knocked out of its orbit, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jupiter is so big, it's attracting things. So it would have to be another gas giant that would have to knock it out of there.
Right, and in order for that to happen, it would be like there would literally have to be a rogue gas giant flying through our system, which would probably kill us anyway. But
yeah.
Just from the gravitational distortion from it. Jupiter almost became the second sun of a binary system in our, like with our sun being the other one.
Yeah, but the sun is way much bigger.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what kind of cloud sun Jupiter would be if it was.
It would be one of the really, really small ones, but it would have. It was like 70 to 80% of the way to becoming a sun. It just didn't have quite enough mass. That's one thing I want to see them implement in here is binary stars.
That'd be cool.
Because they don't have those yet. And most stars, if I'm not mistaken, are binary stars. So,
well, a binary system doesn't necessarily mean that there's two stars in the center of the solar system. It could be like you said, like where Jupiter is.
Right. But every system in this game has only one star. So,
but if Jupiter's mass really went up and became a sun, something would happen in our solar system. It wouldn't be how it is now. It wouldn't be just another sun where Jupiter is. It would totally change.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Earth would become Tatooine, literally.
Earth might actually burn up completely if that was the case. Because they're so close between each other that it would just be baked from both sides. And
we're closer to Jupiter than the sun, aren't we? I would assume.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think we are. At close approach, I would assume. Look, we're on the same side of the sun in orbit. Actually, summertime is usually the best time to find Jupiter. I have seen it once with a telescope.
Okay, Jupiter is average 5.2 AUs from the sun, so we're actually closer to the sun than Jupiter, even at the closest approach.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense, because then we're just one from the sun. So the sun's closer.
Exactly.
The sun is huge.
Yes.
And why is it that the moon is almost exactly the same size as the sun in our perspective?
Coincidence. Completely coincidence that based on its size and distance from the Earth makes it appear almost the same size in the sky.
And it's always the same face of the moon that's facing Earth.
Right, because it's tidally locked with the Earth.
I think it's because it may have been a rogue body that struck the Earth a gajillion years ago, and as they separated, it's just the same face kept facing it.
Well, and not just that, but even if it was at one time rotating, it
is rotating because it has to keep up with the Earth.
Well, right, but I mean, if it was rotated compared to the Earth, then it would have it might have had a deteriorating rotation, and when you have a deteriorating rotation, the ultimate ending of that is being tidally locked with your gravitational parent.
1 second. Yay, it's ready. Just as I was checking, it's like, oh, it's ready. Oh, I need fuel. I'll get it later. And isn't it true that the moon is slowly going away from the Earth?
I don't know how accurate that is. It's either slowly going away or slowly coming toward, depending on who you ask. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yay. Can't eat fuel.
My thing is down to 12 minutes, 50 seconds right now. Once I get all these in there, it'll probably be down to about 10 minutes. Did you spawn it inside the starport?
Not the starport.
Oh, you're supposed to spawn it inside the starport.
Spawn it on the big platform.
But the starport is the small vessel creation area. I mean, the starport's where you're going to be housing it anyway, so.
Okay, you should make more fuel. There's only like 29 fusion cells.
All right, I put some fuel in the starport because it was bothering me with it blinking like that.